Did you know you created every single thing about your life before you were born on a document called a blueprint? On that document, you planned out every single aspect about your life. You planned your name, your parents, where you were born, your siblings, the relationships you'd enter into, and the challenges you would meet along the way. I'm Stacie, and I'm from the Key to Soul Awakening. I help people recreate their blueprints using astrology, numerology, and sacred geometry. In this video, I'm going to help you discover your own life path number and what that means for you. And although life paths and the specific situations that you meet along your life path are a bit more complicated than just one number, this is just the basics to get you started. If you're interested in scheduling an appointment with me, click the link in the banner above or in the description below. So how do you find your life path number? Use your date of birth, the month, the day, and the 4-digit year. Add those together down until they get to a single digit. For example, October 20th, 1978. October is the 10th month of the year, so that equals the number 10. So you have 10 plus 20 plus 1978. Add the 10 and the 20 down to single digits. The 10 goes to 1, the 20 goes to 2. So now your problem is 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8. Adding all those together gets you to the number 10, and that goes down to a life path number 1. If your birth date adds up to the digits 11, 22, 33, or 44 before getting into a single digit, circle that number and then add down to the single digit. There's a separate video for these numbers, 11, 22, 33, or 44. They are called master numbers. These mean that you have extra power behind your life path number, and I will explain that to you in the other video. Now take some time to use the process I just showed to figure out your life path number. Life path 6 is one of the most grounded numbers in all of the life path line, to the point that the life path 6 could become rigid if the person does not balance compassion with control. Words to describe a number 6 are responsibility, family, and community. People who have a lack of compassion in their lives are drawn to life path 6s. 6s should develop the innate compassion and loving skills within themselves in order to best serve the life path. 6s love nature, they love animals, but they also love to be in control of things. The 6 is the opposite of a 3. The 6 tries to keep the 3 in line. 6s are very health-oriented. They like to stay healthy because that is another way they can control their life. 6s are also very good at manifesting things without even realizing they're doing so. When they say things like, "Oh, she makes me sick," or "I'm gonna have one of those days," they will actually get sick or actually have a bad day because that is what they put out into the universe. The balance between nurturing versus control is the lesson the life path 6 needs to understand to move through their life. They need to learn how to use compassion balanced with control rather than one or the other. On the negative side of a 6 life path is where they need to control everything. 6s tend to turn into control freaks or overbearing people when they are on the negative side of this path. They are motivated by fear when they are not living a positive life. In terms of being compatible with a 6, remember that 6s love beauty, art, and comfort because those are paramount in nature. 6s are serious yet practical, so remember to balance practicality, love, and play. If you are 6 in the relationship, step outside of your comfort zone to offer your partner spontaneity, some form of love that is outside of the normal comfort zone for you. A last word about a life path 6 is that when life is going too well, life path 6 panics, thinking that something is going to go wrong because things are going too well. Then they manifest that things fall apart. This falls in line perfectly with the need to balance compassion with control. They need to have compassion for themselves, realizing that we are all supposed to be enjoying comfortable, happy lives without much suffering, without controlling the situation so we know it's going to go right. Knowing your life path number helps a person in knowing how they approach their life and how to approach challenges without having those challenges stop your life from moving forward. It is important to note that if you are not living in a positive way, your life path is flipped. That means it's reversed into a negative way, and the negative aspects of that life path number show up in your life. If your life path number turned out to be the number discussed here in this video, but it sounds nothing like you, then I must ask you, What happened in your life to change who you are? Sometimes people take on attributes of different life path numbers to avoid difficult, challenging situations, sort of like an ostrich sticking their head in the sand. If you'd like to make a session with me to discuss your life path and how you can live your highest and best life using the law of attraction and manifestation, use the link above in the banner or below in the description. If you want to know more about life paths, go ahead and click the playlist right next to me, the Life Path series. Or you can click the single video, The Path to Happiness, which explains karmic patterns on our life paths. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you know every time I upload, and I go live several times a week just to answer questions from viewers.